Hey guys, so let's go ahead and read our new story together. If you would like to grab your reading book and read along with me, we're going to be on pages 242 and 243. So if you need to go grab your book, you can pause and go get it real quick. All right, our story is titled, What Do Illustrators Do? And it was written and illustrated by Eileen Cristello. There she is. Our skill is text and graphic features. Our genre is informational text. And our essential question is, how do pictures help to tell a story? And I think we can all agree, sometimes the pictures are the best part of a story. What do illustrators do? They tell stories with pictures. This picture shows where two illustrators live and work. Suppose these two illustrators each decided to illustrate Jack and the Beanstalk. So the same story, but two different people. Would they tell the story the same way? Would they draw the same kind of pictures? I'm going to retell and illustrate Jack and the Beanstalk. Go lie down, Scooter. I'll take you for a walk later. I've been asked to illustrate Jack and the Beanstalk. Go away, Leonard. First, illustrators decide which scenes in the story they want to illustrate. There are so many scenes I want to illustrate, but I need to fit all of Jack and the Beanstalk into 32 pages. That's a tight fit. Then you can see the dog and the cat are down here talking. Remember, I said don't skip over them. They're going to tell important details. And the dog says, are all books 32 pages? And the cat replies, most picture books are. And that's true. If you look at picture books, they're mostly 32 pages. A plan shows which pictures go on which page. After illustrators make a plan for their book, they need to make a dummy. And that's not an insult. A dummy is a model of the book. First, they decide what shape and size the book will be. So here's the dummy. Would you choose a square, vertical, or horizontal dummy? Dummy? I'm not a dummy. Then they make sketches of the pictures that will go on each page of the dummy. The first sketches are often rough scribbles on tracing paper. As they are sketching, illustrators need to decide how things will look. The characters, the clothes, the setting. Illustrators can use their imaginations, or they may have to do some research. I'll make Jack look like me in 4th grade. What is the shape of a beanstalk leaf? I imagine Jack lives in a small country cottage surrounded by palm trees. Some illustrators are also authors. They can change their story as they work on the sketches. What does this story have to be about Jack? It could be about Jacqueline. She could live in this building. The beanstalk could grow on our roof. Hey, Mom, Jacqueline can look like me. That will make her book different from his. Each illustration has a different problem. For instance, from what point of view do you draw the magic bean being planted? Should I draw this picture from a bird's eye view? Close up? Far away? A mouse's eye view? The close-up bird's eye view shows the bean the best. The mouse can't see the bean at all. So those are different points of view. How do you draw a beanstalk so it looks like it's growing? Leonard, stop scratching. Leonard, you'll be the drawing scale. What is scale? That night, Jack's cat watched as the beanstalk grew. And if you look at that picture, you can see the cat is bigger, then they're about the same, and then the cat is smaller. Hey, that's me. The beanstalk is smaller than me, then taller and taller. You're like a measuring stick, a scale. So a scale is like a measuring stick. How would it feel to run across a table right under the nose of a sleeping giant? Illustrators need to draw how their characters feel. Sometimes they make faces in a mirror to see how an expression would look. Other times, illustrators need someone else to model for them. Raised eyebrows, eyes wide open, mouth open. Jacqueline tiptoed across the table. Hurry up, whispered the hen. She never sleeps for long. Each illustrator has a different style of drawing, just as every person has a different style of handwriting. Different styles for drawing Jack and Jacqueline. So you can see each one looks a little bit different. We're trying a new style. When illustrators have finished their dummies, they show them to the editor and the designer at a publishing company. The editor decides whether the pictures tell the story. The designer makes suggestions about the design of the book. She chooses the typeface for the words and the cover. I love your illustration, but Jack looks too old at the end of the book. And on page 21, the giant doesn't look mean enough. Okay, those things should be easy to fix. If she loves his books, why does she want him to change it? She's just suggesting ways to make it better. So she's not telling him that she doesn't like it, but the editor helps make it the best book that it can be. Illustrators need to decide how they want to do the finished illustrations. They can draw different kinds of lines and textures with different tools. I'm trying different kinds of lines: pencil, pen, brush. So if she drew with pencil, that's what it looked like. A brush looks like this. There's a pen with a flexible point, and there's a felt tip pen. So you can see even the exact same picture looks different with different tools. They can color their illustrations with paint, pastels, pencils, or crayons. They can do an illustration without any black line at all. So watercolors, watercolor crayons, colored pencils, and no black line. Which one's your favorite? I like no black line. Sometimes illustrators throw away their pictures and start again. Sometimes they change the colors, or they may change the composition. It can take months to finish all the illustrations for a picture book. Another messed up picture. What's wrong with these pictures? Beats me. At last, I finished all 32 pages in the cover. It looks great, Mom. Before they are sent to the publisher, they need to be checked to make sure nothing is left out. Except here, you forgot the polka dots on Jacqueline's shirt. Oh, phooey. She also forgot to feed me this morning. Don't worry, once they finish these books, they'll pay attention to us again. He's working on the cover. I'm finished. Me too. Can I see your book? I like the way your jacket wraps around the book. That's me on the cover. Illustrators often do the cover of the book last. The cover tells a lot about the story. What's it about? Does it look interesting? So you can see this is Jacqueline climbing the beanstalk from the roof of her building in the city. The cover is a clue to how the illustrator will tell the story. Would these covers make you want to read the books? So then if you look at this cover, you can see there's a boy and a giant foot and he's running. So which one would you want to read? Your cover is terrific. Jack is escaping right out of the border. Yes, I'm going to read them. Let's celebrate. The illustration tells how the two illustrators' family when they finally finished all that work. So they're celebrating with ice cream. And the dog and cat got fed too.